Hi friends, how are you all? It's full moon eve and I just had to share this beautiful message with my community. It's full moon and I will just show you the view here. This is Ganga River at night. These are the ghats and you can see the boats. Excuse my video skills. Okay, so you can't see the river, it's just pretty dark here. All right. So this is a full moon. Okay, so today I am here with a short message and it is regarding the full moon. All right. Okay, and it's really cold here also. So anyway, I will start sharing with you this message that I received, and I will also link in a channel song and you can check out the link of the channel song. Okay, so full moons are supposed to be symbolic of enlightenment, and full moons are therefore symbolic of twin flame reunion. Okay, and there are many myths around the nagas, the nag devtas, where the nag and the nagin, they always meet during the full moon. Okay, there are myths around this. So the myths basically originate from the fact that I'm about to share with you right now. So why is the full moon associated with enlightenment, and why do twin flames meet during the full moon or symbolically meet during the full moon? And I know I've shared these things with you before, but it's still about reminding. Okay, it's still about reminding each other, and it is about encouraging each other along the journey, and it is about maintaining that connection, because we all need to stay on track, we all need to stay focused. Okay, and it really helps to hear the messages when we repeat certain truths. They actually sink deeper into us and they become part of our vocabulary. Like that, there are many things that we repeat, okay, and they become part of our subconscious. So I want these concepts to become part of our subconscious. So why is the full moon associated with enlightenment? All right, because enlightenment means when the mind gets dissolved in the soul. Okay, and when I talk about the dissolution of the mind, I'm not talking about you turning into some kind of a puppet or something, you turning into some kind of a robot or something, or you losing your ability to think critically, to think logically, you just losing your mental body. I'm not talking about that. There's a lot of confusion around this no mind thing. No mind is a very cunning term for disguising this, what I'm going to tell you. No mind basically means no conditioned mind. Okay, because what we call the mind, all right, what we call the mind is actually a set of belief systems that are given to us by the humans and the human matrix. Okay, so it is the conditioned mind, it's the false belief systems. Okay, and the false belief systems, they are not the way we were created. Okay, so enlightenment basically means the merge of the mind and the soul, where the mind or the false belief systems are obliterated. All right, where the false belief systems get obliterated and you become the soul, meaning uh, the belief systems of the soul, which we call satya, which we call truth, become part of you, become who you are. Okay, so you are not unconsciously operating off of the ancestral patterns. Okay, and that is basically what enlightenment means in short. Okay, so this is the reason why full moon is associated with enlightenment. Full moon symbolizes enlightenment because it's the merger of the sun and the moon. Okay, it is the merge, or rather it is the acceptance of the sun's light, the light of the soul, by the mind. Okay, and wherein the mind dissolves in the soul. Okay, so you become the soul, and the mind also symbolizes the fragmented aspects. Okay, the mind is the fragmented aspects of the soul. Okay, whereas the soul is the wholeness. Okay, the soul is whole like the moon. Okay, so the soul is whole, it's complete. Okay, whereas the mind is a compilation of fragmented soul aspects. Okay, so the mind is a fragmented compilation, so that is why we talk about soul fragmentation and multiple personalities showing up. And that is because we need to heal and integrate all these aspects of self. These are polarized, separated aspects of self that have to be integrated along the path of enlightenment. And when we attain this wholeness, basically the transcendence of the soul fragmentation, basically the transcendence of duality, that place of wholeness, which is the merger of the left brain and the right brain, which is the merger of the crown chakra and the third eye chakra respectively, is what is called as enlightenment. And in a true state of enlightenment, the kundalini stays raised in the crown chakra. Okay, and at this point you don't really exist in the 3D matrix, you exist in the 5D matrix. However, right now planet earth allows for different dimensional levels on the planet. All right, so that means you can hold the 5D level of consciousness on this planet earth. All right, so we are able to hold the 5D level of consciousness on this planet earth, and that is the plan. Okay, see, we can see the river Ganga is actually so still, it's completely still, and it's so beautiful, and it's very cold as well. Nature is so beautiful, and Ma Ganga is just absolutely gorgeous. So twin flames meet during the full moon. And why does this happen? Why does this happen? Because twin flames are the wholeness. They are the one entity which got subdivided into two charges, the electric masculine and the magnetic feminine, which is the left brain and the right brain, which is the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. Okay, so when the crown chakra and the third eye chakra merge, this is known as the mystical marriage. This is also known as enlightenment. This is basically the union of the sun and the moon and the complete perfect balancing of the solar plexus and the heart chakra. Okay, so the merger of the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, the right brain and the left brain, this is known as the mystical marriage. This is enlightenment. This is where Kundalini stays risen in the crown chakra. And this is where you are no longer attached to the karmic matrix. There is no more energy drain. So, although you exist on this planet, you don't really exist on the same dimensional level. And since this planet can hold different dimensional levels, now up to the 12th dimension, it is possible for the twin flames, and that is the reason the twin flames, the ascended masters, started incarnating when Earth allowed for these higher dimensional levels over here on this planet. Because first, of many years back, like maybe you can say 100 years back, the higher levels of consciousness were not allowed to ground on this planet. Meaning, if you had to achieve 5D, if you had to exit the matrix, you couldn't do it in a body. You couldn't do it in a body. You couldn't do it on this planet. But right now, the grid is different. We can hold 5D and higher levels, dimensional levels on this planet, and that is what this whole ascension is about. All right, and this planet is no longer going to be a 3D planet, that is a given. So we will be able to hold higher dimensions, but the planet will no longer host the lower dimensions. Okay, Earth will no longer host the 3D, and lower dimensional souls who are learning at that level will have to go to a different planet, to a different Earth-like planet where they can continue their learning processes. All their karmic stuff, whatever they need to learn, they can continue it there. All right. So this is why the full moon is associated with twin flame union, because basically it is the union of the mind, the dissolution of the mind, the merger of the mind within the soul. This is the end of the fragmented personalities. This is the end of the soul fragmentation. This is where the soul becomes whole and you attain the light body. Because when the 60 and when the third eye chakra and the crown chakra merge, when the right brain and the left brain merge, you become the Sri Yantra, you become the Markaba, you attain to the light body, and Kundalini stays risen in the crown chakra. So all these are symbologies, symbols that are associated with the full moon and the twin flame reunion. Okay, so I hope you liked what I had to share with you today. If you have some interesting comments or interesting stories, you can put it down in the comment section, and do take a look at the channel song, which I'm going to post the link below my video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share my video, and also check out my artwork, the links which are given below. I also take counseling sessions, and you can contact me on my WhatsApp number for the counseling session, and we can discuss the further requirements for it. Okay, all right. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you all have a wonderful month, and enjoy the energy of the full moon. Bye for now.